Hello guys and girls, how's it going? Stream-Zilla here, and as you just see in the bottom of the corner there, I am live apparently and everything is going well, and I hope you're all well. And you join me today in War Thunder for the first, well, the second, I guess, technically the second, the Wednesday streams. So yes, that's whoops. What am I doing? Hold on, I think we've just gone offline. Have we got a problem? Have we got a problem? Have we got problems? No, looks like we have not got problems. Looks like we are back alive. Looks like things are working. Okay, looks like things are working. Righty-ho. There we go. That's what I wanted. Launch that. Close that. And we are away and everything should be working. And right, we need to pull that up there so I can see what people are saying. If people say anything, if anyone joins us, joins me, whatever. Joins the channel. Let's say joins the channel, let's say that. I'll probably actually have it so I can see if anyone's actually joining. Right, so we can put that up in the corner there. Sorry, I'm just doing some housekeeping here. While I do that, let's... Where did that go? Where did things go? Where are you? Where are you? I'm sure you are. Where is everything? What's happening? Why is it happening? Who's it happening to? How is it happening? There we go, that's what I wanted. Right. So, let's get everything underway, shall we? I have to get all this back up and do all this stuff.
Yeah, well, they're all here, and we're just about to start. You're just in time. Welcome.
There we go. Right, all right. Everything is set up. Everything is a go-go, and it is 8:03, and the time is there for us to start the live stream. Now, these streams will be happening weekly. Sorry. So feel free to join anytime. You know, I'm always gonna welcome you guys on. Always happy to see people there. And I just pressed the wrong button, didn't I? Because I'm a complete noob who sucks. I'll write things down in Discord channels to help people on here. So if you're watching this from the start, enjoy. Ah, good morning, evil son of mad. How are you going? Okay, right, and we are a go-go. Alrighty, so, sorry about the little delay there and the mild tapping and typing furiously as I got things working. I am now live, I've got my cup of tea ready. It's a nice cup of Princess of Wales tea. No, sorry, not Princess, Lady Grey. Coffee and War Thunder, the breakfast of champions. Alrighty. So today we're going to be playing some War Thunder for the stream. Now, as I said, this stream's going to be going live weekly at Wednesdays, and it's going to be differing between sort of around about 2 o'clock in my time zone, which is God knows what time in your time zones. Early morning in Britain, very late night, very late night in America. But midday for me, so that's what really matters, because I'm the most important person. The only person I care about is me. So this will be coming on weekly. Twitch and YouTube will have it, so you can watch on either Twitch or YouTube, depending on your preference. Both streams are live, and I can see both things on my little doohickey here, so I can see what's happening. So let's get started. Now, we're not going to do naval first of all, because I do actually like myself, despite all of what I say. I do actually have some self-care, some self-preservation. What should we take out? What should we take out? What should we go with? Now, audio level's okay. It's not too loud in the background with the music and stuff, is it? Hopefully everything's okay. So let's start out in the aviation industry. Let's go for a plane game. Let's go for something that's quite interesting. What should we go for? Awesome, thanks. Yeah, as you know, seeing you've seen a couple of my streams now, you know that I panic about every single aspect of my stream, expecting it to fail and not work. Just because I'm terrified things will go wrong. So, let's get started. Let's take out a Typhoon. Actually, I've not flown a Typhoon for a while. Typhoons are some of my favourite planes. I love the Typhoon. The Hawker Typhoon is one of my favourite planes, and the Tempest, of course, is absolutely gorgeous. The reason I love the Typhoon is because it's bloody fast. The engine, the Napier Sabre, it's a Napier Sabre engine, very much prone to catching on fire. Typhoons would catch on fire pretty much every time they took off, which was quite funny. Because if there was an untrained person on the airfield that didn't know about this, they would run over, of course, and then throw water and fire retardant in the engine and kill the engine of the Typhoon. But it would go out once you took off, so it was fine. All the pilots knew it would put itself out. It was fine. So, yeah, the Typhoon was not a overly popular plane at the start, due to this fact of catching on fire a lot. It wasn't a great thing. So, it does have that problem to it. However, it does have 4 Hispano cannons, which gives it some serious bite. The other thing about the Typhoon was a great ground pounder, great ground attacker. It earned its name for ground attacking. However, a little thing that people forget about the Typhoon is, because it was very good speed-wise, it was one of the only planes, along with the Mosquito, that was really good at keeping up with V2 rockets. V2, is it V2? Doodlebug, basically. And so they would, of course, climb and then dive and catch up to the Doodlebug. And generally they would just tip their wing on it. They would just touch their wing just on the tip of the Doodlebug just to take it off course, and Doodlebug would just go whomp and then crash into the ground and kill nobody. Very brave pilots, the people that chased the unmanned drones. Now, we're not going to take any rockets with us. What should we do? Thank you very much, Steam and Sticks. Thank you very much. We've got some good music today for the fighting. Let's take out a universal belt and see how that goes. Of course, when we're in the Typhoon, we get to look at the glorious cockpit, the bubble dome cockpit. Of course, it does have the headrest at the back, but it does restrict a little bit of visibility. Okay, let's get this Napier up to speed. Tail's lifting off. And let's get her up in the air. Sun is not in our favour. So sun is in our eyes, of course, because of course it's in our eyes, because whatever team I go on, the sun is always in my eyes. I never get the lucky team. And we are fighting the Germans. So that might be a bit of a fight. So I'm going to side climb, actually, because I want to get some altitude. Because Allied teams recently are just keeping very low against the Germans and then getting slaughtered. Which is a bit silly, really. I don't really get the whole staying low when you're against Germans, because, you know, they're built to perform at sort of higher altitudes, but they perform extremely well low. Okay. Because I am sipping tea right now as well. Yes, there is. You get night battles. They're about a 5% chance, unfortunately. There's actually quite a few night battles and fog battles in the naval combat at the moment. So they're really interesting, especially with the naval, because it's hard to see your enemy when it's foggy. It's hard to see a ship at night or in the fog. So it really does make a difference. For air, it's not that much of a difference maker. Crap, I haven't got my buttons properly set up at the moment. It's not that much of a difference maker for air at the moment, but it does make it a little bit harder sometimes, because it's harder to spot the silhouette of a plane in the distance. But of course, when the name tag pings up, then it's easy to find them. My favourite battles are at night and in the rain, because they're really fun. Right. Okay then. Let us get going. Right, they're all climbing as well. They're all pretty high by the looks of it, and there is a couple of Hitler bolts in there, which aren't as effective anymore. That mosquito just got absolutely hammered. Hello! How are you going, Farad? Welcome to the stream. Do hope it's a not ludicrous time for you. Trouble is, I have a glass desk, and putting anything down on it is really, really noisy on my microphone. So every time I take a sip of tea, I'm in fear of, like, deafening people with the noise of my teacup going down. Alright, looks like we've got a few good climbs today. So that's good. People have climbed for once. The SB2C's climbed. What? Why? Why? What? Why have you climbed up there? Why? Why are you climbing? That makes no sense whatsoever. So we've got a P61 up high, BF109, P51, Firebrand P51. They're all about 10,000 feet. The Germans are about 15,000 feet. So just got to be a bit careful here, because if we do find any, they will be above us at the moment. P61's going for the head-on, of course. We've got some people taking out the tanks below. That's going to cause some people to drop down on them, hopefully, and then we can start picking them off. Or, of course, I will completely fail, which is the most possible option, because it's been a while since I've flown a Typhoon. I've not flown them since the update for better guns, basically, so I'm kind of hopeful that the cannons actually do something more than spark nowadays. It would be really, really nice. Not overheating too much, that's okay, we can keep on the wet. They're all dropping down a bit by the looks of it. We should hopefully be able to get a bit more altitude before we start engaging, and we can start booming zooming them. Let's start turning in. Now what's that P61 doing? Okay. Away we go, up we go, up and up we climb. That SP2... Oh, sorry, yeah, that one that climbed to like 1,000,000 miles high has died, yeah. I really don't understand why he climbed. Anyway, so we've only got 2 planes up in a high altitude at the moment, while they have every plane in the Luftwaffe currently above, you know, 20,000 feet. So we are going to lose this match without a shadow of a doubt. We're losing. And there's a big ton of them down there as well. And there's a ton of them that will be above me as well. Right, we're in a bit of a pickle, aren't we, really? This is basically going to mean I'm going to die at some stage. And I don't like dying, it's quite painful. But we've got this juicy little furball down there. That BF-109's a little bit dangerous, but he's going for the P-61 head-on. P-61's heading on him, and P-61 didn't die, didn't kill him by the looks of it. So, head on with the P-61. This P-47's coming in to head on me, no doubt. So let's start diving. We've got this guy climbing. Yep, this guy climbing. We will just keep on flying. He's going to stall out. But we've got people above us. Yep, there we are. Flaps out. Flaps in. And, yep, we're screwed. We've got about every single plane on us. The wing's dead, and we are absolutely screwed. Oh, thank you, Allied teams. There is a reason I do not play you anymore, because you are so craptastic. Asymmetric flaps. Come on, camera, do your job. Oh, God, bloody hell. We are dead here. We are deader than dead. Yep, there we go. What? 5 on 1 was that? Allied teams, they're just the best. I swear to God, honestly, they just... Like, seriously? Like, climb, you bloody idiots. Well, that game's lost. Alrighty. That was a good first game for me, as usual. Honestly, I've been playing the Japanese and the Germans constantly because the bloody Allied players, you know, since they lost the advantage of having the P-47 being overpowered, they just can't win anymore because they're just like, oh wait, what, we can't head on? Oh, idiots. Honestly, they are a bunch of idiots. Alright, well, let's go for a boat battle, shall we? Let's go to the high seas and have some fun. I'm not doing squads at the moment. I probably will be later down the track, though. Just at the moment, because I'm going to be playing lots of different things and just going all over the place. I'm just going to be doing sort of no squads. Although, last stream I did squad with Scottish Koala, just because he was on. So occasionally there will be a couple of squad options, but not every time. Mainly because I'm just going to be doing lots of random things for the first time being. But if I start settling into something, then I might do a squad, and if so, I'll let you know for sure. Alrighty, so boats. Let's take out this plane, because it's a little bit high-tiered. We're on 2.0, don't we? It's 2.0 and good. Yeah, the R2 will be fine. Thanks for asking, though. No, absolutely. I reckon probably in a couple of streams' time I'll start doing stuff like that. It's just, I'm just finding my feet on streaming, so it's something that I'm getting used to at the moment. So I'm still not used to it completely yet. I'm still a noob, basically, unsurprisingly. Look at that, a defeat. What a strange thing. Who would have thought it? A defeat. Huh, weird. Alright, let's jump into a naval battle and see if that works. So, they have increased research points for Navy, for us testers, which is glorious news. Because, if you didn't know, basically we were getting about 60 to 70 research points per game after like a 9-kill game. And, you know, the next boat in your tier is like 7,000 research points. So it was taking months to grind out a boat, basically, unless you had a premium ship with premium account using a booster. So they fixed that, apparently, and it is a little bit better now. So you can actually use the lower tier ships and actually get some experience, some research points with it, which is really, really handy. Oddly enough, when you're testing stuff, it makes a difference. Let's take out the Schnell boat first. And, what do we want to take out? HE. Let's take out the HE rounds, I think. Let's take out the heat magazine, because I reckon that's going to be more useful. It's going to cause a bit more damage. Alrighty, and I think we've got a night battle. There we go, this is night. Definitely, that is night. I think I saw the moon somewhere. Anyway, we've got a night battle. We are in boats. We're going to head to B. Let's cap Bravo. Probably going to run out. We're not going to cap it in time. Let's see what we can see on the horizon. There's a boat over there. We can see some ships through that gap, I reckon. Get ready to shoot. Let's see. There is a guy over there. Just fire off a few rounds and see if we get lucky. Ah, good. We got a hit. Alright, that's something. And of course, we're just not fast enough to catch B. So we don't get those capture points. Thank you so much, Nasty and Higgins. You really, really make my life easier there. Oops, didn't want to do that. I'm kind of used to tank battles where, you know, you sort of, when you're in binocular view, you press the fire button to move your turret round. And it's kind of like one of those things when I'm playing these boats. It's just ingrained in my sort of muscle memory. So we're going to come around this way. And we're going to try and sneak into C. Hopefully nobody sees us. Great fun. But let's see what happens. So hopefully they're going to be taken up by those PT boats. Those Americans hopefully will soak up most of the damage. God knows where they're firing at. Just got to be careful because something in front of us. There is something in front of us. And it's a yank. No, it's another PT boat. And he's getting broadside on me. Those guns to bear. Come on. Get a nice hit on those torpedoes or something. Give me a detonation or something. That would be beautiful. I don't seem to want to go low enough to shoot at this guy right now, which is frustrating. I should just start turning left a bit to get a little bit lower. There we go, he's dead. Oh crap, there's a guy right next to me. Literally right next to me. Hi there. Hello, friend. You're going to kill me, aren't you? Hey, how's it going, Koala? Hope you're well. And yes, we are dead indeed. Okay. Now, if you hear me saying hello and answering different questions, if you're on one channel, I'm streaming on both YouTube and, wait, did I remember to rename this? I don't think I did I? I don't think I changed the name of it. I think it's saying World of Warships, isn't it? I think I'm a complete noob. Which is highly possible. I am not too bad, yes. What did I name it? The actual stream is saying Wednesday? I'm hoping it's saying Wednesday. I hope it's saying Wednesday stream. That's what I'm hoping for. And I completely failed because I completely clicked on the wrong thing. There we go. Right, let's take out the LS. The beautiful LS. The monster of the seas. The boat that everybody fears. Awesome. Okay, I'm not as stupid as I once thought. That's something. So, we're in the monstrous little LS boat. The great thing about this thing is it's so small nobody can actually see you. Oh joy. Yeah, the user sites are such a pain in the arse to get working sometimes. I kind of wish Gaijin would just actually implement the proper sites in, just like actually add all the user sites into the game. Yeah, I like the German user site, like well, the German actual sites, the historical sites for the German tanks are so much better than the actual sites we get in game. The sites we get in game are so sucky. You know, so actually having those in game would be really, really amazing. Because they're just so easy to use. Okay. Right. I think there's going to be some dudes around here. Let's pop out our torpedoes. And let's start turning and running away. And there is a guy right there. Another one of us. Another LS. Beautiful. There we go. Cool. We got the kill. Okay. Start smoking the crap out of this place. Come on, smoke. Do your job. Do your job, smoke. Do your job, smoke. Text me, smoke. Yeah, it would really unbalance everything. Like, if you had historical user sites. Like, I mean, using the British sites, you would be just so screwed. Like, ugh. Although the American sites are pretty good. Oh, we just drifted out of the bloody cap, or somebody's in the cap, one or the other. Somebody in the cap. Alright. There they are. Take that. Oh, crap. And we are dead. We are very dead. Yeah, that is true. I'm feeling like taking out a plane. Let's take out a Stuka. Put a 1.5 second delay on that. Do a nice dive bomb. Yeah, it's... The trouble is, like, the American sites are actually quite good. They're just a bit tricky to use. But the German sites are just beautiful. They're just so beautiful. Just the fact that you can keep your target, turn it round and get it on position. Oh, they're just... The Germans had it so much better. They were so smart, the Germans. I really, you know... It took a fair effort to lose the war for them. They did a really good job of losing the war. Basically. What have we got? What have we got? What have we got? What have we got? So the guy down there. A ton of flak and some shots. We're going slow. Okay. Stuka, do you think? Oh crap, he's dead. Is he dead? No. But I'm not going to waste a bomb on him. Start running away. Run away, run away, run away. Start getting some altitude here. Right. Torpedo over there. I do love how you can spot torpedoes naturally. It's just so cool. Right. Now, of course, you will notice with this Stuka that when we dive, there's no Jericho trumpets. And that's because this is one of those Stukas that doesn't have a Jericho trumpet. There's only a couple of Stukas that actually did use the Jericho trumpet. It wasn't used very much in war. Really oddly that people sort of associate the Stuka with that sound, but it really wasn't used that often. Oh crap, he spotted us. And we missed our bomb. Bugger. But yeah, the Jericho trumpet wasn't really used that much by the Stuka. Just because it was a bit of a giveaway to when the people were being bombed. They did like having that ability to scare people, but it was really a bit useless at the end of it. They did actually end up installing them on the bombs themselves. So the bombs would whistle as they dropped, rather than the plane. Because, as I say, it was a bit more useful to actually have the trumpet on the plane rather... Sorry, on the bomb rather than the plane. What have we got on us? We got a plane on us, or we just got boats shooting at us? It's a boat. No, it's a plane. There is a plane on our 6. There's a biplane. Oh, okay. Let's see if we can go and take this thing. We're overheating a bit. We're not doing too well. Nope, he's dead already. Oh, there is something else coming in. There's a fighter there. Mono wing. Can't really see what it is. It's going away from us, though. It's starting to turn. Where are you? Where are you? We've got another plane coming in. And this guy's coming dead for us. And that's him. Good night to him. Good night. If you don't die from that, I'm going to be so pissed off. Come on. Die already. What are we shooting at? What are we shooting at? What's behind us? What's gone on our 6? That's right. Game over. That is a game. We have won. And we crashed because it froze up as we won the game. That makes perfect sense. Thank you so much, Gaijin. Gaijin. Now everything on the stream all nice and stable and everything. Nobody's getting lag or anything like that. So in that game we made 636 research points. Whoa, whopping. But we didn't really kill that many ships, in all honesty. It wasn't that great. But we did actually get some bits for our Stuka, so that's something. And we made some money, so I can't really complain too much at that. Cool. Can't complain at that at all. Alright, let us do... Crap. Alright, that's annoying. Yeah, it's... I don't know how much of it's to do with crappy Australian internet and how much of it's to do with housemate, you know, watching stuff. Damn housemates. But honestly, no, like, we're on the NBN here and it just... No matter what I try, it just bloody lags. Yeah, I think it's just Australia. Bloody Australian internet. Now, we're not going to use cables. We're just going to use copper. Because copper's the best option, mate. You know, God. Yeah. Oh, right. So, our NBN box, right? No, okay, I'm going on a rant here. Okay, rant time. So... so... We've got the NBN, which is National Broadband Network, and it's meant to be like this National Broadband Network to make it all faster for all Australians, so all Australians have internet equal to that of Ethiopia, which actually is sadly kind of true. Like, places like Ethiopia actually have better internet than Australia. It's just ridiculous. So, we've got this bloody box in our house for the NBN, and for some reason it's got a battery in it, so when you have a power cut or something, it runs off battery power, so you can still use your internet. Of course, it's not connected to your router, so your router doesn't work, so your router has no internet power. So you actually have no internet. It's just there to be a nuisance. So the bloody battery runs out of power. All weekend, right, for 48 hours, there was this thing going beep in our house every 15 minutes. And I'm not joking about this, I'm not exaggerating, every 15 minutes, right? And I thought it was one of the fridges, because I was like, well, that's weird, it must be a fridge. So I'm thinking that's one of our 2 fridges, and I'm looking at the fridges and I hear the beeps that sound like they're coming from the fridge section of our house, which is really far away from the bloody... Yeah, it did make it faster for farmers in Kimberley. But, like, my housemate wasn't there either, so it's only me trying to find this fucking beep, right? So I am trying to find this beep for 48 hours, and I'm going a little bit crazy at this stage, because every 15 minutes hearing a beep makes you go a bit crazy. I thought maybe it was our fridge, so I unplugged the fridge, kept beeping. Thought it was the other fridge, unplugged that for a bit, kept beeping. Thought maybe it was the bloody microwave or something. Took that out. Thought maybe it was this new power board my housemate bought. No, did not work, right? Anyway, like, she gets home after the weekend, it's been about 49 hours at this stage, where I've just been hearing beeps every 15 minutes. Finally, we work out it's this bloody NBN box because the battery's apparently broken. So this thing's got an alarm silencer, so you can silence the alarm. I thought, that's fine, doesn't matter, I'll just silence the alarm. Then today, the little shit, the alarm silencer went off and it started beeping again. I'm just, oh god, it drove me crazy. Anyway, sorry about that. That's just an absolute rant and tangent that probably no one really cares about. So let us just get a destroyer and have some actual fun fleet play. It is true, I did actually break down when I heard it. I literally just fell on my knees and started screaming and just being like, damn you all to hell. It was just infuriating. I was in tears at some stage. I did see that, Scottish Koala. Yes, absolutely. It's good to have a community squadron. We'll be able to see who's playing well and who's playing crap. Basically, you'll be able to see... People will see how you're playing now. People will know how crap you really are. Not just from your streams, either. Right. Leave it as it is, because I want to upgrade the fire control system. What plane should we take out? Let's take out the Fritz X again. That's because I love the Fritz X. Alright. Let us take part in a proper naval battle with destroyers firing over vast distances. Proper naval combat, where you don't see your enemy, you just see their muzzle flash over the horizon. Because the world is actually round, guys. I hate to break it to you, the world is round and Australia does actually exist. I know, breaking news. It's crazy. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? Ah, God, on YouTube as well. God, it's just everywhere. You're like a rash. Koala, you're like a rash. You're just spreading all over my channels now. It's terrible. Let's wait for a game. Let's see how this goes. No doubt we'll be waiting here for a couple of days. So YouTube stuff, sort of same as the Twitch. That's what I'm looking for. Is it all seeming like it's stable with each other? Because I'm using Restream for this to do both at once, basically. So I'm streaming it to Restream, and then it's restreaming to Twitch and YouTube. So it's sort of doing that and that. You bastard, Koala! You've only just subscribed to my channel. You've only just subscribed to my channel. God, disgraceful, bloody disgraceful. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. These channels with so many more subscribers than you. Just distasteful, isn't it? Really. I love the theory that Australia doesn't exist. It's just, it's amazing. It just, how people believe this crap. Like, yes, we're all actors. That's weird. Probably YouTube's been unsubscribing people from my channel just to screw me over. You know, that's something that it probably would do. Yeah, I was sure you were. That's really weird. Like, because I know you've watched my videos, like, seen your comment and stuff, so I do know you've watched me. And I think that's when you were like, we should, like, do a collaboration at some time. You just seem like a cool bloke. Back when you had, like, what was it, like, you had a similar subscriber count to me, I think, back then. We weren't shy off each other. Then all of a sudden you got popular. Oh, God. YouTube, why must you be so infuriating? Yeah. Probably. It's just... It's really... like... When they took off the fact that you can actually... Yeah, that's it. Like, we were both really small. It was so cool. Like, I was like, yay, another person that does YouTubing. It was so much fun. But when they took off the chance, like the ability for smaller channels to put ads up and stuff, like to be whatever it's called, advertising. That's the word. Like my subscriber count just dropped drastically, and also the growth just completely went nosedive. Jesus, that is decent amount. Yeah, that's a fair hit of views. It's always weird when you get so many views. All right, I'll give this till 5 minutes. Yeah, Steam and Sticks is my housemate, by the way, Koala. She's the one that sometimes makes noise and appears in the background of videos and sucks up all my internet usage. She's basically an internet vampire. She just sucks onto my modem and just like leeches off of it. Ah, we got a game! Hooray! Okay, Fiji. Always Fiji when I've got a destroyer. Alright, let's go over here. And let's jump in the Carlgaster. Actually going to take the Panzergranat 43 because it seems to work better against those American destroyers with their armoured belt. Well, yeah, you would run it. If your face came up on the camera, like, my screen would just shatter and everybody would scream in abject terror. It'd be like a Gorgon coming in front of people, you know, that everybody would just turn to stone. It's just, it's a horrific thing. Oh, Jesus, that was close. Okay, we're going to turn, because we do not want to get into that fight that's happening right there. We want to start turning into the islands a bit. Good God, they're getting close to me right now. Oh God, I'm going to get hit. I'm going to get some big hits right now just through the bloody smoke, which I can't see anybody because, you know, they've managed to range find us before we could, and they've smoked up and we can't see a thing. That's the guy I want to get. Get me some range, get the guns on there. Guns work for me, guns fire true. Probably not enough lead on those. Yes, that's right. Yeah, she was in the aviation museum video. She was my camera minion. She did well. A little bit more lead on this guy actually, because we're not getting enough lead. And I think that's a Carlgaster over there as well, so we're not going to be too good because they're a bit too much penetration. Good, we hit the engine room. Boilers a hit. Just keep flooding as well. Took a big hit there. What's hitting us? It's just that fire doing damage. Put that fire out, guys. Come on, hurry up. Got training in fire prevention, of course, and it does bugger all. Okay, the fire is out. No prime targets yet. Gunners are shooting at an island, of course, because that's what gunners do in destroyers, because they're useless and they're stupid. Actually, I'm going to turn you off for a second because you're being dumb. Okay, there's no smaller boats around me, so yep, that's good news. Yeah, it's really fun to take out a capital ship with a smaller PT boat. It's just ludicrously fun. But of course, if a capital ship spots you and hits you when you're in a PT boat, it's pretty devastating. Although not as devastating as you would think. Because, you know, you always imagine that, you know... Oh, Jesus Christ, there is a lot of boats to my left-hand side right now. Oh, good God. Smoke, do your thing. Smoke, protect me. Smoke, save me. Give me an ammo hit on one of these guys. Please give me an ammo hit. Just kill him. Just kill him. Just right in the torpedo and it didn't hit. Why? Why? Yeah, I should be really... The trouble is, if you're firing against Cargasters, it's worth it. When you're firing against the Fletchers, you're better off with the AP shells. Because they got that armoured belt, and it's really, really frustrating. Because you'll do a bit less damage to them. So you can actually do a bit more damage with the APHE shell against the American boats. But you will never win a gunnery battle with them. Because they are just ludicrously good. By saying that, I might actually win this battle here. Don't know. I get that front section. Oh, yes, I know, I'm sinking. Yes, and I'm on fire, and everything's gone wrong. Yeah, the Fletchers are really good. Oh crap, I didn't bring any spares. Okay, let's take out an S-boat. Where are they? What should we do? I reckon there's going to be a destroyer in the middle somewhere. Yeah, if you're firing against the American Fletchers, because they've got an armoured belt, you can really struggle to do much to them with the HE. They'll absorb so much of the HE for you. Which is frustrating. And also, a really fun thing as well is, have you seen the hydro ships, the hydroplanes? Because with those, because they start in the shallow waters... Okay, I've got a couple of destroyers over by Bravo. Because they start in such shallow water, the hydrofoils are too shallow, so they don't work, so you can't actually start the boat up. The boat is too... Basically, it's too shallow for the boat to work, which is just hilarious. Okay, he's dead. Alright. Oh crap, there's somebody right in front of us, isn't there? Yep, there is. Crap. Hit those torpedoes. Give me a torpedo hit, guys. Like, come on. Hit the torpedoes. Okay. He's gone around this side of the island. Although he's actually coming around here. So here he comes. Taking out that front section, but we haven't killed him.
You mean someone's actually trying to play the album? Wow, I did not expect that. That is to say,
Okay, good, he's dead.
fire it up, Bebop.
We are sinking. Oh, hello. Hello there. Hello. I'm your friend, okay? I'm not here to kill you. No, too much. Yes. The joy of the ships. But yeah, smaller ships are much more fun in lower tier. Although, let's do some side climbing. Actually, no. I want to turn that. Oh crap! I've got a salt fuse on. I've got a 1.5 second delay. That means it's not going to work properly. Unfortunately, the Fritz X is a bit iffy in the game so far, which is a real shame. It is really fun though when you hit one of the flak barges with a Fritz X dead on, like if you go dead center. Causes a fair bit of damage to it, surprisingly. But we'll see if we can get a nice shot with our Fritz X. We'll do a little bit of climbing. See if we can get up to about... I reckon we'll try and get to 6,000 feet. We want to get to some altitude. Unfortunately, it starts you way too low to actually use a bomb properly in the game. But we'll see what we can do. If we can get some altitude here, we could actually have some real big fun. And I think they finally turned off bomb respawns as well, so that's something. because there was a nice system in the game which had bomb respawns, which makes no sense in realistic battles. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get behind that guy, and then fly in from behind him at a nice altitude, drop my bomb down his smokestack, and make him go boom. Now, we're a bit too high for him, we're a nice range, we're a nice altitude. We shouldn't have any trouble from his flak. We can get up to, let's say, 6,000 feet is my ideal goal here. I think we'll go for 6,000 rather than 8,000. Climbing, climbing, climbing. Exciting video of me climbing in a plane. It's always looking for the side, because the HE-111 has got a beautiful cockpit, and I love the cockpit of the HE-111. It's such a beautiful plane. The Fritz X is such a cool weapon platform, though. It's just so unique and awesome, and I'm so glad it's in game. Because it really is something that was just so ahead of its time. It was just fantastic. A radio-controlled bomb, you know, it's just like awesome. And the fact it was developed from about 1941, they started development of the thing. You know, it's kind of really cool. Okay. This guy's still watching us, I think, or his AI gunners are at least, and I think we're too high for him to be a problem. So if we get behind him, we should be okay, because that's the ideal position for dropping one of these, is you drop them from behind the ship, rather than from the side or from the front. Because if you're at the side or the front, you're going to have problems. Good question. Like, I feel like they do start to need. They need to start adding some more interesting weapon platforms. Hello. How are you going today? This guy's changing his course. We're gonna miss this absolutely. We might be just on the back. Might hit his bow. Oh, it's gonna be close. No, he's got away. Just missed him, and our wing's been shot out by the F-109. Yeah, the American version was decent towards the, I think it was the end of the war they actually started perfecting it, but they didn't really get a chance to use it all that much. They were using pretty much dumb bombs most of the war. Let's take out the big boy. We want the 88, don't we? There we go. I feel like we're losing this battle very quickly. Basically, it was, I think it had a bit less explosive mass to it, but it had a much tougher armor piercing section to it. I think they started using it in yeah, they're a fan of dumb bombs, really. They guy over there, actually. Hello. Guns, turn for me, 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 turn for me. There we go. Good, good. You know, the thing is, dumb bombs are cheap. It's cheap and easy to use. That's the thing about guided bombs, is they're expensive to use. And also, they're hard to use as well, of course, you know. I honestly think we're going to get exocets at some stage. Anything that makes TU4s fly low is always fun. But I think we're probably going to get exocets at some stage. And that will be very interesting, because we're going to need to get things like the Mirage and stuff like that. Yes. Well, we could always get the radio-controlled B-24, I think it was, that they used. Was it B-24 or B-25? The one that Kennedy's brother was on. No, it was B-17, I think. I'm trying to think which one it was, which plane it was. They basically packed one of the I think it was B-24 off the top of my head, packed that full of explosives and radio controls, and had basically all the pilots had to sit in there and fly it to its destination so it would get there pretty much intact, and then they would bail out, and then it would be controlled for the rest of the journey. It kind of failed spectacularly, which is unsurprising, really. It sounds like a bit of a daft idea, in all honesty. Alrighty, so yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a B-17. It's one of those things that's going to annoy me because I'm just thinking about it. And my brain doesn't work that great when I'm thinking, for some reason. When I'm actually concentrating, I don't do that too well. Good English there. Right, let's actually go for some tanks now. I think let's go for some ground vehicles. What should we do? Let's go. Let's just torment ourselves and go top tier, because it's miserable and hateful, and it's just vile and really, really horrible, and I'm going to hate myself for playing it. Hey Mangoberry, how you going? Thank you for joining on Twitch. I think I'll have to say on Twitch and on YouTube when people join, so people know what's actually going on. I don't know, hopefully people will understand what's happening. It's kind of weird just having the twin chat things. So let's go for a top tier tank game and just be miserable and get killed instantly. Off the top of my head, I am not going to be able to do it straight away. The MPT-70 was a bit of a long project, and it was one of those projects that's just, it's just full of so much bureaucracy. It was an interesting project, but ultimately failed, as we know, between the coalitions, and it was never going to work, really. Like, the MPT-70 was just... It was typical American thinking with German thinking, and like American and German thinking going together is good sometimes, but it doesn't always work very well. And I guess you could say the MBT-70 was really important because, you know, gave us the Leo, but I think the Germans were pretty much developing that tank anyway. You know, and it's just such a better tank design in all honesty. Although the hydropneumatic suspension on that tank was a really good idea, because hydropneumatic suspension is really, really cool. Although it's incredibly expensive and completely useless in the real world, and just causes problems for the tank. But in game, it's really, really useful. Hopefully I'll get to show it off in this game. Because that would be really, really handy if I can, but I doubt I'll be able to. I imagine things will go wrong. You know, typical whenever I play. Things will definitely go wrong. You know, I honestly think if the MBT-70 went into service, it would have struggled a lot as well. It's too multi-role. It's kind of a similar issue that the Russian tanks suffered. If you think about the T-64 and T-70, whatever it is, all that lot, they all had real big problems with their performance, because they had like the multi-role guns, you know, the ability to fire rockets and projectiles seems really cool, but when you're actually using it in the front line, it doesn't work too well. You sort of need that sort of focus, so to say. So no, Poland. Yeah. Well, they're going to make a mad rush for B, of course. So we could spawn down here and protect B, or we could try and flank. I think I'm going to flank into the forest. I think that's probably my best bet. Yeah, that seems like enough. I'm going to try and get this up back. Yeah, we need jets. This is on Twitch. I will do that in a few minutes. After this game, I think. Yeah, rank 6 jets needs to... I don't know if they're ever going to do it because, well, I think one of the good things is, you know, with the Fritz X, it shows that we're going to be getting guided weaponry for planes. Plane guided weaponry is coming, and it will be a thing. Jesus Christ, there's smoke already over there. Have they already gotten over to A? I'll sit here for a second and see if we don't die. Guided weaponry is a big thing, but I think before we get rank 6 jets, we will be getting helicopters. I think that's going to be their next big thing after the boats come out. After naval CBT's done, we will be getting choppers. And see anything over there? Don't see anything over there. Fighting pixels right now. Alright, let's start getting around this way. Yeah, I think we're going to get helicopters before we get rank 6 jets. I'll have to look at it after the playing, because I can't switch over with this. That's it. But then... Gaijin say so many things and then change their mind. Like, nope, that's a bush. Okay, that is a bush. Yeah, I saw the video. But then they said that about destroyers and cruisers. They said they tested destroyers and cruisers internally and it wasn't good. And now we have destroyers and cruisers. So... No, I do not want you. Go away. If I die because of that, I'm going to be so annoyed. You know, they say these things and they test them, and then the player base actually wants it, and then they realise they can make money from it. I really hope we get Hueys. That's my main thing. I just want Hueys. I just want to bomb around in a Huey. There we go. Goodbye, premium player. Yeah, I would really love to have a proper attack Huey. Just a Huey gunship. Because those things are just silly. Now, all our tanks are up at B currently. So Bravo's pretty well protected. Down here we've got nothing, and I am the most advanced force currently. And I've got a funny feeling that somebody might flank me at the side here, so I'm just... that funny feeling that somebody's going to flank me at any second. Let's press on those a little bit, just so we can get on target here if anything does come up this hill. We'll just hide back here for a second. But I'm kind of interested to see if they introduce like the gyrocopters for Japan at low tier, especially in naval combat, because those things would be hilarious, because they carried like a huge depth charge on board. And I imagine they'd be pretty trolly. Okay, let's sneak around. Can we get behind that ridge line without being out of map borders? Let's hope we can. Let's hope nobody spots us as we're sitting up here in the open. We are not a tank, we are just a friendly little vehicle just snooping around here. Fine, alright, okay. Yeah. Let's snoop around here. Oh crap, that tree shouldn't have fallen. Alright, let's move up a bit. Doesn't seem like anyone's around here, but of course that means that there is going to be a Russian tank. Yeah, definitely going to be a Russian tank sitting close by. Yeah. Yep. I remember things like that. So let's see what's happening. Okay, there's something dead center of us there. There's something up above here. Okay. Somebody coming up this hill right now. Looks like a Russian tank. Where is he gone? 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 Where have you gone? Where have you gone? Okay. Moving. Should hopefully be in these tree lines. There you are. There you are. There you are. Hello. Hello. Oh, come on. Seriously? Ammo rack or anything? Okay, good. Alright. There we go. So that's one dead Russian tank. Knew there would be a Russian tank up here. Okay, let's see what happens here. Let's see if we can sneak around a bit. Okay, we're pretty well just pretty hidden in this tree line here. Yeah, dude, I can't look at them right now I'm playing. So, typical, any shot of mine just goes straight into an ammo rack and just does no damage, of course. And why the gun is just jumping around, the stabilizer just does not work. I swear. Typical high tier gameplay of everybody is just basically too afraid to do anything. Let's have a look around. And we're looking pretty clear at the moment, but I imagine there's going to be something up in front of us. So if we poke out here, we're probably going to get sniped, I reckon. Going for A seems like a bit of a suicide mission at the moment. How many players have they got left? They've got quite a few players left. So, not seeing or hearing anything at the moment. Alright, let's see if we can go down this way a little bit and find any snipers, and then we'll see if we can't get to the A position. Looks like our team's finally coming down. Looks like the team's coming down to capture Alpha. So we could probably work as a slight flank support here. We can watch out for any shots going across. We've got a pretty good position here if anyone's storming up that hill, and also down to their spawn as well, actually. Okay, right, there's actually a guy behind me. Apparently. Type 90's in trouble. Where's he being shot from, I wonder? Right. Use our superior reverse speed here. shooting at this guy? What is shooting at you, buddy? Quite a death blade there, so can't really see anything there. Okay, right, I'm going to go back to my position. It looks like that guy's still alive, and whatever it was is probably dead. No, there's the T-64 right in front of me. Knew that was going to happen. Knew it. And, yeah, okay. Like, just knew it. Knew it. Bloody things. Oh, crap, we don't have enough. Alright, let's take out the Type 74. Let's take out the real beast. Let's take out the true monster. It's the old school Japanese. No. He's up over there somewhere. Where is he? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? It's over there somewhere, I think. There he is. I think somebody killed him, actually. Leopard 2K got him. Awesome. Okay, now we're probably going to get sniped going across here. So, let's get out of this position as fast as possible. Now, funny thing about Type 74 is it's still in use in Japan. It's still actually, well, it's mothballed, but it's still there just in case. And they still train in it, and they still have it ready to go at a moment's notice. So, even though this tank isn't too modern, it's, you know, it's still in active service, which is just one of those crazy things that you just think, wow. The Type 90, of course, is the sort of top Japanese tank now for us, but well, the Type 10 is the new Japanese, basically their favoured vehicle. But the Type 90 has actually got better armour. The Type 10... Type 10 is it? Yeah. Yeah, they don't have too many of the Type 10s. Plus, the Type 10 is basically the replacement for the Type 84. It's not a replacement for the Type 90, it's a replacement for the Type 84, which is actually technically their light sort of cavalry tank. It's kind of interesting, really, sort of looking at it all. It's strange, because the Japanese self-defense force isn't really, you know, they're not what you would call an army. In our standards, in like European standards, because their primary goal is just for self-defense, and because of that they need tanks that can go on railway carts, basically, so they need to be a certain width. So that's why when you look at the Type 74, it's quite a narrow tank, and that's so it can be transported up through the mountains, up through the passes. MiG coming in. So yeah, it can be transported by train, which the Type 90 can't be, because the Type 90 is too wide. So the Type 10 was made narrower, so it could be transported by trains. Little interesting fact there. And that MiG's going to come down on me and kill me, and I know it, just know it. It's going to be the guy that was in that bloody T-74 earlier. He's just going to get 2 kills from me. So A is not currently being capped, and we're in a bit of a crap position at the moment, but we can hopefully get into a slightly better one. Hopefully we've got to a position where nobody else is at the moment. Okay. Right. I could try for A. Could try for A. Let's see what's happening. Alright. A's not being captured, it's currently being decapped. No, that's all that really matters. It just means they don't want to get any tickets right now. So if we can defend A and stop them from capping it, we'll be okay. Or we could try and cap it, but then we're going to get attacked by planes. And planes suck, because I hate planes. Okay, somebody's in A. Somebody is in A. Pretty sure. No, nobody's in A. What am I talking about? I'm going mad. Okay, let's try and get into A. Let's do this. Let's be a hero. Let's be a hero and get killed by lots of advanced Russian tanks. Because that is how it goes. We'll use this forest for our cover. Okay. And we'll creep around. And we'll use our massively advanced speed. And there's a MiG falling down from the sky over there. That's what I like to see. I like to see MiGs falling down from the sky. It's a good sign. Use our super advanced speed here to get into A. Look at this. We are speeding along right now. The amazing speed. Come on. Exactly. That is the motto of the new Japanese commando unit in their new tanks, which are really old. Okay. Right, that Bagel Light Panzer just got blown up by a MiG. Let's get into that tree line, so hopefully the trees take the missiles and rockets and stuff. We don't. Oh Jesus, what's that? What the hell's shooting at us? Something's shooting at us, I can't see it. Can't see what's shooting at me. Something with lots of machine guns is shooting at me. What the hell are you? Seriously, what the hell? Oh, it's a Falcon. Okay, right. Nothing to worry about there. That was a lucky shot. Oh, look, the Leclerc needs to be added. Like, the Leclerc is just a beautiful tank. It's not the world's best tank, but also the Amarate needs to be added for the Italians. The Amarate, because that thing is absolutely awesome. That's a really cool tank. It's very similar to the Leclerc, but it's Italian, of course. Right. Not seeing anybody. Seem to be doing well. Things are going well. Things are going good. Spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. Say hello, Chieftain. Yeah, exactly. The area is really, really cool. Yeah. Well, we can take out the Type 87. And yeah. Yeah. Apparently, you know, killing and getting a cap doesn't do much anymore. Yeah, it's a really low profile. It's a good low profile vehicle. I've not really well, they were in Afghanistan actually. They used the Arate in Afghanistan, and it proved really, really good. The Italian crews absolutely loved it. I don't think they had any losses either. So it has got some combat use. Any planes up? Any planes up? There's not many people left. Things are looking good. And that's the thing as well, is low profile is key for tanks these days. Modern tank designers are trying to get as low as possible. Oh, hello, we have a plane up. Hello. Hello there. I'm just going to sit right here for you. And what have I got loaded up there? Is that either HVAC rounds? Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. Where's marker? Where's the marker? Where's the market? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? quite high at the moment. I think you're actually going to come and dive at me. No, you're not. You're flying away from me. Everything misses. And we're on the reload. Really hate fighting jets in AAA. It's just... ugh. Like, it's nice that they finally added the radar section for the AAA vehicles. It's not high about rounds. No. Why have I only got so few of the HVAPs in there? What's going on? Oh god, they changed things. And we've got people on B at the moment as well. Oh god. Come on, cap A already. Cap A, cap A, cap A. I'm not going to be able to do anything to B because I don't have HVAP rounds. Stop capturing it. Thank god. Lost that plane. Everything's going wrong. Everything's gone wrong. Okay, good. Awesome. We've got it. Good game. There we go. Alright. Things weren't as bad as I thought they would be. Things actually worked out. So 3 kills, not too bad at top tier for me. I still don't particularly like top tier gameplay. It's just so... yeah. Yeah, it's just so bloody iffy at top tier. So, let us... oh god, just on the wrong thing again. Alrighty, so not too bad. Mild, barely anything. Yeah, the top tier is just so... you know, there's just... it's really... it's basically hide and seek. Yeah, it's like... you don't get charging, you don't get proper action for tanks, and the problem is because the game is basically set up for World War II tanks. Modern tanks have got computers on board, they've got targeting systems, they're basically automatic, and we don't get that in game. Pretty much, yeah. It's a lot of everybody doing things by the book on that. Right, what should we do next? What should we take out next? I've seen I've clicked on it, and we're doing some top tier gameplay. Let us take out the Voltaire. The beautiful, absolutely gorgeous French bomber. Just an absolute stunner, this thing. It's just, oh, it's so pretty. If we get a game, of course, that's the other thing. We'll see if we can get a game in it, because usually we don't get games at this tier. Usually everything is not working, and usually it takes you about a year to get a game. .22. Yeah, I guess I could do some spitfiring. We'll give this a couple of seconds and just see if it actually works. Oh my god, Jesus! 30 seconds for a top tier jet game. That is just... that's not right. There's something wrong there, and it's Norway. Oh god, I've got to go for that base now. It's just the thing to do. Now, what do I take on board? Do I take bombs or do I take my rockets? That is the question. I don't think I've ever gotten Norway at this tier with a French jet. Anyway, yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Norway on this. Let's take 6 of them and let's go to battle. Go rockets, go for it. Let's take out the bigger rockets. 2 jet bombers. Oh no. Yeah, we have. Okay, let's get some speed up. Trouble is, with the SNEBs, you do lose a lot of speed. I don't like. It's really weird. You shouldn't lose that much speed, but you just do. What a surprise! Somebody's going for the one with the tons of anti-aircraft. All right. Yeah. They're so much fun. Like, they are just ridiculous things. Yeah, it feels so sluggish when you got them on board as well. Like, they're just... Oh, they're so frustrating. Like, this plane is really actually quite nimble and good for full speeds, but when you have those rocket pods on board... Yeah, dude, whoever gets there first wins. Got some ships there that are going to shoot at us. Question is, what button do I have assigned for rockets? Okay, good. Alright. We've lost this race, I'm afraid. But will somebody swoop down and get me? That's the question. Am I going to make it to the base? Did I actually put bomb delay on? Pretty sure I've got 1.5 seconds of bomb delay. Line up. And then we'll unleash some salvos of rockets. There we go, that felt good. Just trying to rip the wings off. So sluggish, so sluggish. Oh. Okay, now one more strafe should do it. If not, we still have our Aidens. Okay, there we go. Rockets are gone, bombs are gone, plane's feeling a little bit lighter. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of flak. Go down. Now let's go and hunt some planes with our Aidens. How many points have we got from that? Not too many actually, that wasn't a very good strafing run, in all honesty. Yeah. They're really good on pillboxes. Like, they just really, really annihilate pillboxes. That's why I like using the AD4, like the Sky Raiders. They're just fantastic. We could go up for a stall here and try and hit them, but I don't think they've got a bit too much altitude on us. Hopefully he pulls them down. Keep pulling them down. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Ah, crap. Miss, miss, miss. Come on, you fucking French whale. Turn, you bastard. Come on, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. No, we're not going to pull up. We're not going to pull up. Oh, God, there we go. That MiG-15 got us. Yeah, it's crazy how much you can get, like, just with the ground pounding. It's so much more, you get so much more research points for it. It's just, like, ludicrous. It's really nice. Having that sort of option on there. Like, well, give me a million lines. Give me 1,000,000 lions. Don't, not backups. Okay, like 25,000 lions, that's something. That is something good there. Okay, sorry, just doing some housekeeping.
It's time to face the truth. Inner sorrow. I've always told myself.
There we go. Okay, that's better. All right. Okay, sorry about that.
It can't be true, it can't be true, it must not be true. Someday I might die.
No, that's crazy. Like, I do love this plane though. It's much better when you're carrying just bombs because then you can actually go full fighter. It was much better in the early days. Also, a certain person has been banned as well. Just between me and Koala there, certain person has just been banned because they're a bit of a troublemaker. So, that was not too bad. Nice. Do you remember when they had, like, this thing for one, like, your first battle, they had, like, this special bonus, and it was, like, 5 times experience or something? For the first battle in every nation. It's, like, this special, like, reward thing. Like, it wasn't a reward, but it was just, like, a thing they did for a couple of days. I think it was 5 times reward. And basically, I played one game in the, what would I have been in? I think I'd unlocked the... By that stage, yeah, I was flying the, the MB-162. And in one game, I unlocked everything up to jets. And I was just like, oh... It was ridiculous. I was just like, why can't it be this easy every day? Like, please give us this back. It was so nice. It was just so nice. You know, just unlocking like a whole like 2 tech trees. It was just ridiculous. I was so happy. It made my grind so much easier. Spitfires. What do I got? 21, 21, 21. 21, isn't it? Yeah. Where shall I take out the premium? Pendergast Spitfire is fun. I do actually quite like that plane quite a lot. Done quite a lot of flying in this thing. It's one of the few fighters I'm actually okay in, which is weird. And it's just a gorgeous looking plane as well. The thing I actually really love about some of the detailing is just this section here for the camera. The fact that there is just, you can just see the camera sitting there, which is just cool. Reconnaissance cameras, they're fun. Oh, you missed out, Elvin. Like, it was just amazing. Like, felt so good. It was pretty damn fun. I unlocked a fair amount of planes that day, I must admit, because it's just crazy. Like, it's got feet there in Norway. What did we make? Oh, we didn't do too badly there. Still made money. That's something. And we made some research points. Why did I have a Leo? Wait, what was I doing? Oh yeah, because I'm unlocking all the bombers because I'm sad. Oh, I should have really put that towards the Barang. Ah well, whatever. Yeah, it was a really, really good day. Actually, you know what?
But that's how we've been all along.
before we go out in a Spitfire, let's take out one of the best fighters ever made in history. The greatest plane ever made. The monster. The myth. The legend. The Boomerang. Oh, the CNC Boomerang. She is just an amazing plane. Cobbled together between the many other planes. I could talk for days on the Boomer. I do adore it. The Boomerang is just one of the funniest planes out there. One of the most useless planes ever built in the Second World War. And that's saying something, because there were a few useless planes built. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't terrible. It did a good job at ground attacking. It just wasn't very good at its intended role of being a fighter. Because I can't be asked unlocking... What is it? It's like... It's an extra, like, 1,300 bloody Eagles to unlock the Mark II. And it's... You know, there's not much difference. F4F? Yeah. Like, okay, right. It's got a better cooling system. It's got a better engine sort of system. It's an update over the original, but I can't justify spending that much money on a Boomerang. I can't do it. If it was a Wellington, I would spend that money because I am sad and I love bombers. I do actually own the premium German Wellington, and I'm ashamed to say that. I feel dirty saying it, because that is a waste of money to anybody. That is the biggest waste of money in the universe. But I had to have it, because I love Wellington so much. The F4F wasn't too bad. It was better than the Boomerang. But... the F4Fs were pretty good. They held their own against a few of the Japanese planes. Like, there were a few wins for the F4F. Like, they weren't... You know, the course... They were a very different style of thinking. Like, they were American. You know, the reason that they did well is because they had many of them. Yeah, that was a fair... The M26 and T99 was a fairly large waste of money. As wastes of monies go, it was up there with scrapping the last British battleship. Okay, let's show these suckers what a Boomerang can do. What a Mark I can do. Oh yeah, it was completely outclassed when it got there. Oh, in-game? Yeah, in-game it's bloody pathetic. But then, you know, in-game, like, probably about 90% of vehicles are useless. Like, in-game, everything is terrible. Like, other than certain vehicles. Look at this beautiful Boomerang cockpit. Look at the beautiful cockpit, cobbled together. Which is really frustrating. You reckon? Like, the M26 T99 is... It's up there as a waste of money for a premium. I don't know if it's the biggest waste of money. I mean, the Independence is a pretty big waste of money. Like, I mean... we're not talking like cost value, because yeah, cost value, that the M26 is very costly. It's not worth paying that much money for. But for vehicles, the premium Japanese heavy tank is probably the biggest waste of money you'll ever make, because that thing is hilarious. Although, yeah, the Russian Catalina is pretty poor, but then it's Catalina, so it's still got the 50 cals on board, and it's still hard to kill at low tiers. So it's not too bad. The Japanese one? Or the German? Does Germany have a tiger? Germany doesn't have a premium tiger on, does it? Premium tiger one? Are you talking about the Type 5 Heavy? Or... I'm trying to think now. I thought Germany only had premium King Tigers. I should have really had this song playing when I was playing Japanese vehicles. I missed out. Could have been so quiet. Oh, no worries, Fred. Welcome back. You've missed me dying a few times. Not much else, really. No fantastic games of me getting millions of kills, but that's to be expected because I suck. I'm also flying a boomerang, so what do you expect? I mean, like, come on, it's the worst fighter of the Second World War. I mean, just, you know, it's just... Alright, I'm going to stop paying out the boomerang for a second because I need to pay out those pilots. Seriously? You've just crashed into a base to get some research points? Yeah, worst premiums in game. Oh, the VK4005, yeah, the Porsche variant. The Porsche one is pretty good, though, from what I remember. It's got a ludicrous amount of frontal armour on it. It's like 200mm or something stupid like that. It's just crazy. That thing is awesome. Yeah, look, the Japanese Tiger one is one of the best premiums to buy, especially for grinding the Japanese tech tree, because if you're actually fighting in Japanese tanks, you're going to have a bad day. As much as I love my Japanese tanks, they don't get good until you get to about the Chinu. Oh, no, the BM-824 is bloody awesome. Like, what are you talking about? It's amazing. It's just... It's hilarious. It's too stupid to be bad. Like... It's stupid. It's hilariously dumb. That's what makes it good. It's like, you go up against people and those rockets are ludicrously powerful as well. The German one, the what's it called? The thingy, the German rocket vehicle. BF-110 there. Probably take him. BF-109, that's not so good. More things that are high. Oh, this BF-109 is coming in for the frontal. We don't want anything to do with that. But I'm actually not gonna. Down we go. And beautiful. Which way are you turning? Which way are you turning? That's it, that's it. Yep, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. Oh crap, there's another one coming in. Okay, we've got a nice hit on that Flocker Wolf. Oh, Jesus Christ, is everybody just coming head on at me right now? Seriously, what is up with everybody? Why are you attacking me? I am just a small little Australian plane. Leave me alone. Leave me be. Alright, BF-110 is going to die. Although I'm going to die trying to get it. he's buggered. He's screwed. And there's everything on my tail. Come on. Dodge it, dodge it, dodge it. Come on. Come on, you little bastard. Did that suit? Come on. Turn. Turn. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm out of fire. I'm on fire again. Put out the fire. Oh god. Oh god. Everything's attacking me. Everything's attacking me. Oh god. Oh god. We're going into a tree. Yep. Tree's going to be hitting us. Ah. Okay. Right. Well, we did have the whole German Air Force on us, but we did manage to kill one, so that is something. We actually got a better record for the boomerang in that game than it did in real life, so that's something. We've basically made the boomerang something. Yeah, the Panzerwaffe 42, that thing is absolutely useless. It's just... You can kind of sometimes have an okay game in it because you can sort of shoot over rocks, but it's not that great. The Katyusha. The Katyusha is an awesome premium. Like, well, that's Germany. I don't want Germany. Katyusha is hilariously fun. There we go. I don't think I have the Katyusha in that lineup because it's high BR, isn't it? Yeah, Katyusha is 3.7. Yeah, see, the thing about the BM824 is it's such a low BR, it's just ridiculous. The Katyusha being at 3.7 does affect it, but the Katyusha is ludicrous fun if you get in a position above people, because you can depress the front of the vehicle, and then you can actually shoot down on them. It's really, really hilarious. If you can flank in the Katyusha, you can actually get people killed. That thing is great for fun. Honestly, to me, the most useless... Exactly, you only need to fire straight forward. What about turning? You don't need that. Well, you can if you can get into sort of depression. If you get into a dip and then lower the suspension, then you can start shooting. That's the whole thing, because you can. The Katyusha has almost like a hydropneumatic suspension, if you didn't know. So the front can actually lower, and then you can kind of get shots off from the front, as long as you're in a bit of a dip. If you get in that position, then it's awesome. It's just stupid, though. It is a stupid vehicle, and I love it. The SMK is kind of a weird one for premiums. The Object 120 is just overpowered and just disgusting. Most useless premium, most worthless premium, AMX 30. This thing. This, to me, without a doubt, most useless premium there is. Do not buy, do not spend any money on it, because it is just woeful. The AMX 30 struggles a bit anyway, but... Yeah, the 29K is hilarious. It's just a trolly little vehicle. Honestly, though, my favourite trolly little tank is the T80. This is my favourite vehicle for just having fun in it, because it's just got such ludicrous armour for its battle rating. Like, you've got sort of like sloped almost 60mm frontal armour. Pretty much nothing can penetrate this armour at the BR. At 2.3 and below, nothing can penetrate you, which is just hilarious. Even skipping the grind, it's not worth it. Like, the 120 and the IS-6, absolutely, but the AMX 30 is useless. It's... Like, the trouble is because they've not introduced the correct rounds for it. You've got the OOC 105F1, which is not that great. The Obus G is the round that it should have historically, which has got a ludicrous amount of penetration and acts the same as Heat FS. It's basically Heat FS without being Heat FS. The way it works is the actual outside casing of the shell rotates, and that gives it the rifling effect to keep it stable. It's really, really good. It's a really good shot. It's like one of the best shots in the world, yet they don't have it properly modelled in-game, and they don't have it working correctly in-game. So it really affects the AMX-30. And the other thing as well is, like, when you actually shoot things, because it's the heat shell, is you'll penetrate things, and just, you need to take, like, when you're fighting tanks sometimes, it takes about 10 or 15 shots to actually get through the armour. And that is so frustrating. Like, it's just maddening, honestly. Like, when you're playing it, it just really, really drives you crazy. So if we shoot at the IT1 there, we'll probably get one hit kill now, just to prove me wrong. No, there we go. So we penetrate, we set fire, we damage the crew member. Try for the turret. Again, we do nothing. Like, it's such a frustrating shot. You know, even when you aim perfectly sometimes, you just don't get the shot that you desire. Whereas things like the IS-6 and the Tehran are just so much better. Like, T-62 over there. Straight through the cannon breach, just no other damage. Like, and that's the problem you have in this tank, is it needs like about 10 to 15 shots to kill anything. So for me, the AMX-30 is just the worst premium tank. If you're going to go and skip the grind for the French, get the AMX 13 S11. It's so much better. It's just a much better grind tank. You've got ATGMs, which are actually useful, and the gun is really good. You've got the scouting mechanic. Yeah, you don't have any armour, but you don't have any armour in that anyway. The gun actually works. It's just such a better tank to grind the French in. Or just get the B1 Ter, because that thing's hilarious. Alright, we're going to do one more game on this stream. And I think we'll go low tier Russian. And I'm going to take out the T-80 because I love this thing. Absolutely love this tank. Now, saying this, I'm probably going to die in one hit with it, and it's not going to work for me, and everything is going to go wrong. Because I'm streaming, so therefore nothing will go right. Yeah, the SS11 is just so good. Honestly, if you grind anything else with the French, you're just doing it wrong. Of course, I didn't grind with the SS11, so I did it wrong. But the 4.7, is it? Is the jumbo at 4.7? Yeah, once you get to know how to use it, it's an amazing vehicle. It's just superb. The 4.7 lineup for... I'm pretty sure it's 4.7, yeah. Their 4.7 lineup is probably the best 4.7 lineup in-game, France's, because you've got the AMX 13 DCA. Yeah, the ATGM is just so good on that thing. Alright, let's go over by C and let's start flanking. Alright. Or actually, should we go into town? We'll go into the town. We got the armour. What are we fighting anyway? What BR are we? Low BR, we're fighting the Germans and Japanese. Good. Quite a low BR. Yeah. That lineup is the strongest lineup you can have, and also you can have the one of the planes in there. One of the planes works very well as well. Yeah, it is a little bit. I should have gone for a British tank. I did miss out on my opportunity there. I keep playing the wrong tanks to the wrong songs, apparently. British 6.7. British 6.7 is pretty strong. I won't disagree. Let's not drive through. Hello, what have we got there? A little German flak car. Well, we had a little German car there. Goodbye. Well, that's actually dangerous. I forgot those things exist now. Those things can kill me. Those things can penetrate my armor. Nope, that was a bush. Alright, that was a bush. Shah, do your job, get in there, be heavy, stop all the bullets. You giant slugs. Come on, do your work, slug boys. I'm gonna get sniped here by something, I can just feel it. Right? There is, isn't there? Hello. Hello there.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Crap. It's too bouncy. It's just too bouncy and it was one of those bloody little pumas. That's annoying. Right, luckily we do have a backup. Yeah, it is just a ludicrous little vehicle. It's such a fun little tank. Hopefully that Puma's not dead yet, actually. Nobody's killed it yet. And that Locust should go around and take out that Puma, hopefully. We're going to go and get in the town and start causing havoc. Drive through the potholes. There's a fantastic Russian suspension. Oh, who's that over there? The only trouble with this thing is it's slow turret rotation. It's just very slow. But whatever that is probably not going to penetrate us at this range, so we don't need to worry about it. Because this armor is just... This thing's like a mini T-34. It's just so strong frontally. If you're fighting lower tier, it's just like a god tier vehicle. If you're fighting higher tier, it's kind of frustrating. But... Hello, Panzer. You were firing at me earlier, weren't you? That was a silly thing to do. Where are you going? Where have you gone? Disappeared, have you? Drat. That's a shame. I was enjoying shooting you.
Repairing.
Yeah, well, that's one of the problems is, you know, if you're not an IS-6, you're not doing it right. God, the IS-6. It's not as bad as it used to be, but Christ, that thing was just the devil incarnate in the early stages. Can't see anyone. Panzer's running away with its tail between its legs. Oh, good, okay, there we go. He jade out. That's good of him. Good of him, giving me a kill. I forgot we've got scouting mechanics on this thing as well. You do have to watch out for planes, of course, because planes are dangerous. Yeah, now it's not as bad. The IS-6 is now actually somewhat balanced. When it first released, though, oh god, it was just a headache. Like, it was just hordes of IS-6s just floating around everywhere. Yeah, when the gun mantlet was ridiculously strong, it was just fantastic. Oh, hello. Hello there. Oh, hi there. Bit high. Oh, he's running away again. Oh god. Stuff's firing at me. The hell? We hit it with an artillery strike. It's an open top vehicle. How? How? How on earth did we hit an open top vehicle and not kill it with an artillery strike? That's just... That's just typical of my luck, isn't it, really? Alright. Now, he's going to be able to penetrate us. So what we're going to have to do is try and sneak around and hope he doesn't spot us. Okay, he's just fired. I think. Yeah, what's that? No, that's him, isn't it? That's not just leaves, is it? Nope, that was just leaves. Right. Okay, let's try and sneak around there and get some killing done. Okay, good. That Marder is dead. Things are going well. He's on fire, as he should be. There's a AAA over there somewhere. Slowly moving along. One of the biggest problems of this tank is just its turret rotation speed is just god-awful. Because it's all hand-cranked. Ah, we're talking about World of Tanks. Sorry, I missed what we were talking about there for a second. Yeah, World of Tanks is massive, really. Like, they do have just a ridiculous player base and a ridiculous monopoly on everything. They're very different games, though. If you actually want something semi-historically realistic, this is much better. Because World of Tanks is just so bloody RNG, like... And also, like, they have the issue in World of Tanks of everything being able to one-shot you as well at the moment. Slowly creeping up here, creeping up the hill, creeping up to spawn camp. What just hit me? Was that a friendly shot or was it an enemy shot? I don't know. Who's shooting at me? Who is shooting at me? Tree. That's a dead plane. Alright, well, that's pretty much the game, I'd say. Yeah, like, World of Tanks is something that I play if I want to just not be thinking. It's kind of like zoom around in a... Oh, hello, we've got a Panzer. Where are you, Mr. Panzer? Are you from the spawn, or are you from... Where did he kill the person? Where's that Panzer? War Thunder does require a lot more thinking. It requires a lot more brain power to play. I reckon he's over sea area, that Panzer. It's unfortunate. I don't think we can go and do much, really. Oh no, there's a plane up. There's a Stuka up. So that's slow turret rotation. Not much we can do here. God, just planes crashing everywhere at the moment. Come on, head on me, bro. My little machine guns do something. Turret rotation just too slow. Be happy with just a hit right now. And that Stuka crashed. Alright. Look, chess is a better game than COD. Like, come on, guys. Like, seriously, that's a given. Chess is just a so much better game. Now, it's hard to compare them because they're both different games. Like, although, like, on the outside they look very similar, but inside they're very different. It's like a really good comparison is World of Warships compared to War Thunder Naval. It's just chalk and cheese. They're completely different things. Sorry, excuse me. They're completely different things. Like, you know, War Thunder's actually real time. World of Warships and Tanks is different, and you know, they're both enjoyable from different perspectives, but they it just depends what you like, really. It's like some people like wine, some people like scotch. It just, you know, everybody's different, really, in that respect. But I think a lot of people that are into more accurate things are into War Thunder, and people that like a more arcadey fun is into World of Tanks. But then a lot of people that enjoy history play World of Tanks. I know a lot of the people that play it are very huge on history, of course, and World of Tanks does some great things by restoring things. Yeah, they're not really in competition. The only competition in each other that they're in is the fact that they both have tanks in their games and they both have ships in their games. That's the comparison that they have. But other than that, they're like completely different things. And it's kind of hard to say that when you sort of... It would be like comparing... Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing that bothers me is the arcadey feeling. But I do love the artillery in World of Tanks. That's what I can say. I like the artillery gameplay in World of Tanks. That is very fun. Because I do like artillery. And I have been thinking of ways to get it working in War Thunder, and I've done a couple of videos trying, and I actually would like to do a trial. Because I've done some playing around with it, but I want to actually do something with the Sturmpanzer and actually see how it goes for artillery work. Absolutely. You know, you may think... Personally, something may be a better game for you, but it doesn't mean it's necessarily going to be a better game in total. If you look at Steam reviews, you'll see that all across the board. But yeah, just before I go, I'll talk about this little plan that I had at some stage. I really want to try and get this working as an artillery piece for its true life purpose. And the way I'm thinking of doing it is getting somebody to range find for me. So I'm going to get somebody to get in a city and a town and see how far away they are and try and get it ranged that way, and then try and lob shells into an objective and see if I can kill people that way. Or try and work out the ranges in a test drive and see if I can get it that way, because I really want to play this as artillery and see if I can do it, because that would be hilarious fun. Death from above. It would be good fun with the Sturmpanzer. Could also use a couple of other vehicles, but yeah, the Sturmpanzer would probably be the best. Anyway, it is now 10 o'clock-ish. Yep, 10 o'clock-ish, so...
Good night, Scree!
Good night, Styx. Styx is going to bed, if you didn't hear the yelp from beyond. So I'm going to be switching off now. I'm going to be heading off. I do hope you've enjoyed the stream. Thank you so much for joining me. Definitely, yeah. I really want to do it at some stage. I've been in the planning stages for a while. The desert map, whatever it's called. I can't remember the name of it. But the desert map, you can sort of, if you spawn in from the dunes, you can fire into the town there, where the objective is. It's a really good position for firing, and lob it over a hill. So yeah, I really want to give that a go, because I think it would be absolutely hilarious playing as an artillery piece, and actually to get a hit on somebody or a kill would be fantastic. So yeah, that's a future plan for me. Alright guys, well, until next time, thank you so much for joining me for the stream. I do hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all next Wednesday. Next Wednesday will be at an earlier time. It will be at 2 o'clock my time, which is something, which is some time for somewhere else. My phone doesn't do it anymore. But yeah, it will be whatever time it is at your time. I will put a reminder up on the things. But yeah, keep an eye out for the streams, and there'll probably be a couple of bonus streams or something at some stage, and I will see you all next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. I've got to actually find the right thing to turn you guys off, so that will be a couple of seconds. Wait, no, I'm doing the wrong thing. Alright, that's the one I wanted. Alright, I'll see you later all. Have a good night. Bye-bye.